The old station air show at Raglan's. It's a little bit south of Rockhampton. Wow, just wow, you've got to go and do it. We had an awesome and very busy weekend. So much to see. There was a truck show, a motorbike show, a car show, a tractor pull, and there was planes there as well. So everything from old warbirds to modern aircraft, and to finish off on the Saturday, an awesome aerobatic display from Paul Bennett and his team of pilots. Paul is a specialty is his Pitts Special biplane. You'll see him right at the end. What he does with that plane, just amazing. And his other pilots are just nearly as good, but holy smokes, that Paul Bennett, he can fly. So we started out up here in the trucks. So this is on the Friday. We walked around and looked at all the trucks and the motorbikes and some of the planes, because Saturday was just bedlam. I couldn't video very much Saturday just because of the amount of people. Apparently there was 1,600 vans, so 1,600 vans plus 2 people for each van. Like there's over 3,000 people plus kids. And then on the day they had people streaming in through the gate. There was, I don't know how many thousands of people there. It was a lot. The quality or the level of these trucks, like the restoration that has been carried out on these trucks, is bloody unbelievable. The finish on some of them, like this old Jigger here, it wouldn't have looked like that from brand new. Like the paint job on the chassis, you can see your face in it. And again, another old chain drive back to the wheels. Imagine that getting full of dirt, the longevity of that. Unreal. This thing was nice too, had a little supercharged V6 motor out of a Commodore. Yeah, right. Yeah, they're popular, the old barrel. Very nice interior. And this was nice. Nice old steam engine, 8 horsepower. Your Victor mower's that bloody 8 horsepower. But yeah, just the quality, the top notch. So this is only a few of the motorbikes. More turned up on the Saturday, and again I couldn't get into video. But the quality of what was here on the Friday, like, these Ducatis there, $35,000 bikes. I don't know what the Laverdas are worth. But, there's, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of bikes in here. And again, top notch. An old Guzzi. A very nice Ducati SD900, a Mike Hailwood replica. That's a $35,000 motorbike, that one just there. Old GS Thao. She looked really nice. I nearly bought one of them many years ago. Suzuki Katana. And the traditional Honda 754, and then up into the British stuff. bloody good show. I like this little bantam. He's named it Chook. A top display of army stuff as well. Did I mention that in the intro? I don't think I did. And here's one for the Harley knockers. This Harley's probably worth more than all them Ducatis over there in the bike show. And this little thing's a paratrooper motorbike. So you strap a parachute to your back and a motorbike to your front and jump out of an aeroplane. Good old days. A few old Jeeps, they were driving around all day. All American stuff, all left-hand drive. I don't know whether they made them in right-hand drive for Australia. I don't know. I love this little thing, I suppose you call it a lark, a light amphibious vehicle, but it's a little lark. It's even got a boat registration sticker on the tail end here. I just pointed to it. And a little propeller underneath to drive it when she's in the water. I reckon I need one of them out here on the river. I could go and check my foot valve and it'd be really handy. Let's now we're back into the cars. There was, like I said, there was more that turned up on the Saturday. This thing here is actually made on a Toyota Land Cruiser chassis, and they've just put an old, I don't know, Dodge or whatever it is, cab on top of it. It looked authentic. Yeah, so this is a 1946, I think, Bedford truck. So he found this in a paddock and done this to it. I don't know whether I'm a fan, but obviously there's been a lot of money, a lot of dollars put into it, but just not a fan. Very well done, but... Yeah, so this thing's, they call it a Trojan, so it's an American Navy plane, obviously, with Navy written all over it. Yeah, big radial engine, very loud, very chunky. They were doing joyrides in this one, and yeah, it was booked out, otherwise I probably would have went for a spin, even though I can't afford it. Anyway, loved this thing. She's leaking oil, there's got to be oil in her. Bloody big machine. Yeah, so now we'll have a look at the Avenger. So it's another Navy plane, American, bigger and chunkier and louder again. Yeah, so now we come into my favourites, the V12 Merlin powered Spitfires here. We've got a couple of Spitfires and a Kitty Hawk down the end. And they'd done a bit of a display, but the GoPro didn't video it very well, so I didn't put much of it in. I put a little bit in just to get a bit of sound to what they actually sound like at full noise. Great plane. Yeah, so after walking through the plains, we went up here to the tractor and old machinery stuff. So Chamberlains, they must be a very popular old tractor because everyone's restored them, drive them around Australia like this one here would have done. An old single-cylinder bulldozer, I don't know, a Lance Bulldog, something like that. Yeah, so we have a look at a bit of the tractors, a bit of the tractor pull. It was a bit like watching paint dry, to be honest, but anyway, it all made for a good show. So we jumped in the chopper, we went for a little squirt around. The pilot was very good. He explained what he was doing, like he pointed all the gauges out, what needle needed to be in what green dial, and what the rudder controls and the pedals and all the stuff done. Yeah, so he was really good. Learnt a little bit. So yeah, it was only a quick flight, about 8-10 minutes, whatever it was. Just up and around and land again, basically. Yeah, so this is, look at the strip across the land from the power lines. So that goes to Stanwell Power Station, I was told. Hoping we could fly over the show itself, like over all the caravans and over all the planes, but that meant crossing the runway as well, so he couldn't do that. So yeah, a bit of a disappointment, that. Righto, into the air show. I've had to blow this footage up by over 200% to get it to what it is now. If I go any more, it's going to end up really grainy. So yeah, GoPro just doesn't do this very well at all. But bear with me, you can hear it, you can see a bit of it, get a bit of an idea of what we felt while we were there. Bloody good show, but... just a walk around of the Pitts Special, the aerobatic plane. I can't believe how small it was actually. But anyway, that's this video wrapped up. We'll see you on the next adventure. Give us a like and a subscribe, of course, if you can. Try and make my channel grow a little bit. We'll see you on the next one.